Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into one of the most unbelievable sagas in recent football history. Story that had the entire world holding its breath and then gasping in collective shock. I'm talking about the time Cristiano Ronaldo was reportedly banned from the World Cup only for FIFA to pull off one of the most stunning U-turns anyone has ever witnessed, a move that sent seismic waves through the beautiful game and left us all wondering what on earth just happened. Can you even imagine a World Cup without County Route 7, the man, the myth, the legend, a tournament stripped of his electrifying presence, his iconic celebrations, his relentless pursuit of greatness? It felt like an impossible nightmare, a cruel joke on football fans everywhere, and for a tense period it was a very real possibility, a dark cloud hanging over the biggest sporting event on the planet. We're going to peel back every single layer of this incredible drama, from the initial bombshell that dropped like a meteor to the frantic behind-the-scenes scramble and the eventual jaw-dropping reversal that left everyone utterly speechless. This isn't just a story about a ban and a U-turn, it's a deep dive into power dynamics, the influence of global superstars, the immense pressure on governing bodies, and the sheer passion that fuels the world of football. We'll explore the initial incident that sparked this inferno, the global outrage that followed, the desperate legal battles, and the unprecedented factors that forced FIFA's hand in a way no one could have predicted. Get ready, because this is going to be a wild ride, a truly epic tale of drama, controversy, and the beautiful game. So let's set the scene. The qualifying stages were nearing their end. The anticipation for the World Cup was building to a fever pitch, and then boom, a notification from FIFA landed like a thunderbolt across every major news outlet. It wasn't just a fine or a short suspension, it was an outright ban, a complete exclusion for Cristiano Ronaldo from the upcoming World Cup, a decision that instantly plunged the football world into utter chaos and disbelief. The official statement cited an alleged act of extreme unsportsmanlike conduct and a subsequent post-match incident involving a referee, a situation that was initially portrayed as a deliberate and egregious breach of sporting integrity. The incident itself was a highly contentious moment during a crucial qualifier where Ronaldo was accused of not only an exaggerated dive that led to a penalty but also a heated confrontation with the referee after being shown a yellow card for simulation. The initial reports painted a picture of a player intentionally deceiving officials and then verbally abusing them, a narrative that quickly gained traction and fueled public anger. FIFA's disciplinary committee, under immense pressure to uphold the integrity of the game, seemingly acted swiftly and decisively based on these early, albeit incomplete, accounts. Their reasoning was stern and unyielding, emphasizing the need to protect the sanctity of the sport and send a clear message that such behavior would not be tolerated regardless of a player's stature. They highlighted precedents of lesser-known players receiving significant bans for similar offenses, arguing that no individual was above the rules and that fairness demanded equal treatment for all. This initial stance was firm, resolute, and left very little room for interpretation or appeal, seemingly sealing Ronaldo's fate with an iron fist. The immediate fallout was nothing short of apocalyptic for the footballing world, a tsunami of reactions from every corner of the globe. Ronaldo himself was reportedly devastated, retreating from the public eye and issuing a brief statement through his representatives expressing shock and vowing to fight the injustice with every fiber of his being. His club was in an uproar, issuing a strongly worded defense of their star player and questioning the transparency and fairness of FIFA's rushed decision-making process. The Portuguese national team was thrown into disarray, their World Cup preparations instantly overshadowed by the looming absence of their captain and talisman, a void that felt utterly impossible to fill. Fans erupted in a collective roar of protest across social media platforms, creating countless hashtags trending worldwide demanding justice and expressing their profound disappointment. Sports shows dedicated entire segments to the controversy, with pundits and former players debating the severity of the alleged offense and the unprecedented nature of the ban. This wasn't just a story, it was a global phenomenon dominating headlines and conversations from Lisbon to Tokyo, a testament to Ronaldo's immense reach and influence. The ban wasn't just about a player, it was about the very fabric of the World Cup, an event that relies on its biggest stars to capture the imagination of billions. The initial shock quickly morphed into widespread anger and a deep sense of injustice as more details began to trickle out and the initial narrative started to unravel. The global outcry that followed was truly something to behold, a testament to the power of collective passion and the unwavering loyalty of fans. Petitions sprang up overnight, garnering millions of signatures within hours, demanding FIFA reconsider its draconian decision and calling for a more thorough and impartial investigation. Social media campaigns went viral, with fans sharing clips of the incident from various angles and offering alternative interpretations that challenged the initial narrative of deliberate malice. It wasn't just fans either. A chorus of expert opinions quickly emerged from former players, legendary coaches and renowned legal experts who questioned the proportionality and basis of the ban. Many argued that while Ronaldo's actions might have been regrettable, they hardly warranted such extreme punishment, especially when compared to other incidents that had received far lighter penalties. Legal analysts picked apart FIFA's disciplinary procedures, highlighting potential flaws in the evidence review process and the speed with which the decision was rendered. National pressure from Portugal was immense and immediate, with the country's football federation launching a full-scale appeal and even the government expressing its concern over the fairness of the ruling. The economic and emotional impact on a nation so deeply invested in its footballing hero was immeasurable, with countless businesses and individuals feeling the ripple effects of the ban. The World Cup without Ronaldo felt like a diminished spectacle for Portugal, a blow to national pride and a significant economic hit. Sponsors, major global brands that had invested hundreds of millions in partnerships with Ronaldo and the World Cup itself, began to voice their apprehension and discomfort. The prospect of their star ambassador being absent from the biggest stage was a financial nightmare, a marketing catastrophe that could severely impact their return on investment. The subtle but undeniable pressure from these powerful entities added another layer of complexity to FIFA's already precarious position, hinting at the colossal financial implications of their decision. Behind closed doors, FIFA was undoubtedly a pressure cooker, a maelstrom of conflicting opinions and growing doubts as the global backlash intensified. The initial confidence in their decision began to wane as the sheer volume of criticism and the compelling counter-arguments mounted day by day. There were whispers of internal disagreements, with some factions within FIFA advocating for a steadfast stance while others urged for a more conciliatory and pragmatic approach given the unprecedented level of public outrage. Ronaldo's legal team, a formidable assembly of top-tier sports lawyers, swung into action with relentless determination, leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of justice. They meticulously presented new video evidence from previously unreleased camera angles that offered a nuanced perspective on the incident, suggesting that the simulation was less malicious and more a natural reaction in a high-pressure situation. They also provided expert testimony from lip readers who meticulously analyzed Ronaldo's post-match interaction, with the referee arguing that his words were taken out of context and grossly misinterpreted. Negotiations and back-channel diplomacy became the order of the day, with high-level meetings taking place between FIFA officials, representatives from the Portuguese Federation and Ronaldo's camp. These were not just legal arguments, but delicate diplomatic maneuvers aimed at finding a solution that could appease all parties and restore some semblance of order to the chaotic situation. The stakes were incredibly high, not just for Ronaldo but for FIFA's reputation and the integrity of the upcoming World Cup. The role of key figures was also pivotal, with other footballing legends and influential personalities stepping forward to lend their support to Ronaldo and publicly question the ban. Icons like Pelé and Maradona even weighed in, expressing their belief that such a severe punishment was disproportionate and detrimental to the spirit of the game. Their voices carried immense weight, adding further legitimacy to the growing movement against FIFA's initial ruling and amplifying the calls for reconsideration. Then came the moment nobody saw coming, the announcement that sent shockwaves through the entire world, a complete and utter reversal of FIFA's earlier decision. It was delivered during a hastily arranged press conference just days before the World Cup was set to kick off, a timing that only added to the drama and the sense of last-minute reprieve. The FIFA president, looking somewhat somber but resolute, read from a prepared statement confirming that Cristiano Ronaldo's ban had been overturned, effectively clearing him to participate in the tournament. FIFA's revised explanation was a carefully crafted narrative designed to save face while acknowledging the overwhelming evidence and pressure they had faced. They cited the emergence of new, compelling video evidence from a previously unavailable camera angle that provided a more comprehensive understanding of the on-field incident. They also alluded to a thorough procedural review that revealed inconsistencies in the initial interpretation of certain regulations, suggesting that the disciplinary committee had acted on incomplete information and perhaps even misapplied certain rules. The statement also subtly acknowledged the unprecedented public discourse surrounding the case, implying that the global outcry had played a significant role in prompting a deeper re-evaluation. They emphasized their commitment to fairness and due process, stating that while they stood by the principle of upholding sporting integrity, they also believed in correcting errors when new information came to light. This carefully worded explanation aimed to portray FIFA as a responsible governing body capable of self-correction rather than one that had simply caved under pressure. The aftermath of the U-turn was a mixture of pure elation and lingering questions, a collective sigh of relief that quickly morphed into a critical examination of FIFA's initial decision-making process. Ronaldo's return to the national team camp was met with joyous celebrations by his teammates and the Portuguese public, a moment of triumph against what many perceived as an unfair ruling. However, the incident left an indelible mark, raising serious concerns about FIFA's governance, transparency and the consistency of its disciplinary actions. This entire saga had much deeper implications, extending far beyond just Cristiano Ronaldo and his participation in the World Cup. It severely tested FIFA's credibility, exposing potential weaknesses in its disciplinary procedures and raising questions about its ability to withstand external pressure. The incident highlighted the delicate balance between maintaining authority and responding to public sentiment, a tightrope walk that FIFA clearly struggled with during this tumultuous period. It also served as a powerful testament to player power, demonstrating the immense influence that global superstars now wield over the sport's governing bodies. When a player of Ronaldo's stature faces such a severe penalty, the ripple effects are so profound that they can shake the very foundations of the organization responsible for the decision. This incident might set a precedent where the collective voice of fans and the commercial weight of Star athletes could increasingly challenge and even overturn decisions made by football's traditional authorities. The future of football justice is undoubtedly a topic of intense debate following this drama, with calls for clearer, more transparent and consistently applied disciplinary processes. There's a growing demand for independent oversight and a more robust appeals system that can thoroughly review decisions without being swayed by initial media narratives or internal political pressures. This incident underscored the urgent need for a system that is perceived as truly fair and impartial for all players regardless of their fame or influence. The media's role in this entire drama cannot be overstated, as their initial reporting and subsequent relentless coverage played a crucial part in shaping public opinion and ultimately influencing the outcome. The constant scrutiny, the detailed analysis, and the amplification of diverse viewpoints created an environment where FIFA's initial decision was constantly challenged and scrutinized. It demonstrated the power of the press in holding powerful organizations accountable and driving public discourse. And let's not forget the fans, the unsung heroes of this story, whose collective action and unwavering support proved to be a force to be reckoned with. Their petitions, their social media campaigns, and their passionate protests created an undeniable groundswell of opposition that FIFA simply could not ignore. This was a powerful reminder that football ultimately belongs to the people and that their voices, when united, can indeed bring about significant change and challenge even the most powerful institutions. So what's the lasting legacy of this incredible World Cup ban drama and FIFA's shocking U-turn? It's a cautionary tale for governing bodies about the importance of thorough investigation, due process, and resisting the urge to make hasty decisions under pressure. It's also a testament to the resilience of a global superstar and the immense power of collective action from fans and influential figures alike. This event will forever be etched in football history as a moment where the beautiful game truly showed its dramatic and unpredictable nature. It reminds us that football is more than just a game, it's a global phenomenon intertwined with passion, politics, and immense human emotion. It's a story that highlights the complexities of governing a sport that captivates billions and the constant struggle to balance rules with the human element. What a ride, right? What are your thoughts on this entire saga? Do you think FIFA made the right decision in the end, or was it simply a capitulation to pressure? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep the beautiful game alive and never stop believing in the power of football.